guys, it's your man, Coach Rich, Coach Babs, and welcome to the Think Strong, Be Strong channel. If it's your first time, welcome. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share, like. Make sure you subscribe. But thank you for coming across my channel. Whatever reason brought you here, I hope I managed to succeed in answering whatever you thought needed answering or whatever you didn't know needed answering. If you are an avid listener, man, I love you guys. Like, you do not know how so I feel so fortunate but very proud of myself at the same time because of, having people like you who follow, you come back and you watch again. I really have nothing but love for you guys. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. Today's conversation will be interesting. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. This conversation that I'm having is really impromptu, because it was bugging me all morning. Like, I was cleaning, hoovering, washing, and this conversation kept on bugging me. And and I've had similar conversations with my boys about this, and I've watched stuff about this, and I was having another conversation with one of my female friends about this as well. And it's a really, I'm not a fan of the pandemic at the moment, but it's a really good time to be alive, and a really good time for this to happen because it really brings a lot of things to the front, and it's giving us and it's giving me an opportunity to really reevaluate things and the way that I conduct myself and the things that I allow to happen and the things that I refuse to happen. So with that being said, I've titled this video Swerving Those 10 Percenters. Now, a lot of people be out here romantically, or getting into a financial relationship, like a business with somebody, or getting into a situationship with somebody, and especially get into a relationship with someone, especially in the get to know you stages. They be out here serving 10% but expecting 100% back. Now, let's just go back for a moment. Do you remember back in the day when your teacher in school or in college would tell you that you got to do teamwork? And they'd put you in a team, they'd put you in groups, right? And you'd be in these groups, and there'd always be that one guy or one girl, that one person who won't show up, or when it's time to, do some stuff together after school or on lunch or whenever. That's when there'd be a story, or there'll be an excuse, or they'll come and they'll do a little bit, and then they'll get kind of, they'll say they're tired or something's come up, and then they'll disappear again. And then at the end, towards the end, they'll put in a bit more. You understand? Or they'll try and start asking you what's going on because they know that you have to present it back and they actually have no idea. And then, they find you do the presentation, you get it all done, and then you all get marked, and they get the same 100% full marks. Like, you got the same 100% full marks, yet they came with 10% or even 5%, and you and everybody else were putting in 100%, but they still taking the credit for your 100%. And these are the 10 percenters, and you remember how you get annoyed and you say to yourself, I ain't working with that person again. And sometimes your teacher would say, no, it's to, you got to help them to learn how to put in 100%. So now you almost become mentally conditioned now in your adult life that when somebody comes with their 10%, you give the 100%, hoping that you could teach them to give the 10%, to give the 100%. But the truth of the matter is, they ain't gonna be giving that 100%, because as long as you're giving them 100%, they will happily feed you their 10% and expect you to be okay with that. And I need to tell you, you need to swerve that kind of behavior, that kind of attitude. Like, if someone ain't coming to you and giving you 100%, don't be giving them your 100%. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your mentality. It's a waste of your time. And it's, I think personally, in a way, it's you turning yourself, it's you discounting your value to somebody who clearly does not see your value. Like, you are priceless, and when you know you're priceless, you will not let somebody haggle the price, the cost of who you are, down to something that they can manage. You understand? And everybody likes good things. Everybody likes expensive things. Everybody has a form of expensive taste, whether it's mainstream, whether it's couture, whether it's unheard of. No matter what it is, everybody likes the best of whatever they want. So if they come across you and you're out there giving 100% of who you are, your time, your availability, your emotion, your everything, your hard work, your sweat, your tears, and you're putting 100%, and they know that even if they put the 10, you will still put 100%, I guarantee you they will keep giving you that 10%. But they will expect 100% of your time and your attention. And the thing is, it doesn't work that way. If someone's going to come with their 10%, you have to, I think personally, and this is what I've now started to exercise with myself, is that if they come with 10%, I'll give them 10% back. If they come with 90%, I'll give them 90% back. Not because I'm being petty, not because I'm being mean, not because, oh, you just have time. Not even because of that. It's actually the opposite. Mine is, I actually do not have the time to invest 100% into somebody or into something when it's not going to, when, into some joint with somebody, if they're only going to put 10%. Like businessmen, CEOs, entrepreneurs, when they've built something from scratch, from the ground up, and then they start sourcing out for somebody to join in the partnership so they can take it to the next stage. When you join a partnership, if you're not giving that 100%, they will tell you to bounce, because you're becoming a liability to the business. You are going to bring the business back. You're going to, if anything, you're probably setting back worse than it started, and they can't afford to allow all the hard work, sweat, and tears they've put in it to be taken back because somebody thinks it's okay to just apply the bare minimum and you should be grateful because at least you've got their attention, or because you asked them. Nah, man, they will tell you to bounce because they're looking for productivity, they're looking for success, they're looking for growth, they're looking for something to be well established and firm. So when you come in being flaky in their business, they are going to tell you to kick rocks, to bounce, right? It's the same thing with love, with a relationship, getting to know somebody, or even a situationship. Do you know what I mean? Like you are the business, you are the product, you are the business. You have spent all your time building yourself up to a substantial level. You spent all this time creating this person that you are now and being strong in it. And you going out there to meet somebody brand new, for example, and you want to pour into them and then pour into you, so you guys could grow in and evolve to the next stage of whoever you're supposed to be, because you're never really going to stay the same forever. Me 5 years ago versus me 10 years ago is different, versus me now, it's a lot different. So you're always going to change, and most of the changes also come from the kind of people you've experienced and been around, and you've poured into them and they've poured into you, and you've grown as an individual. So when you now come and step into the arena of love, for example, of a relationship, for example, or or intimacy, or just going into something with somebody, you have to understand, like, whatever they're going into with is the product, or is the thing that needs to grow. And if it's you and you're putting yourself on the line emotionally, you want to grow. And you don't just want to grow with how much pain you've dealt with. You also want to grow in terms of how much love you can show, how much, whatever the habits that you've formed, how they could be broken, or how you can grow into something or someone more. So you can't be here giving 100% to somebody and they're giving you 10%, and they're growing, they're evolving, they're loving themselves. They're thinking, I didn't even think I was worth this kind of love or attention, but this person gives me so much that it's made me so my worth. So they're living life, and they're probably using that to go and attract somebody else. And then you getting 10%, and you questioning the 10% because it's 10%, because they're not meeting you at the place you are going. Like, you are doing all this flying this, and you showing them all this time and love and everything, and they coming in with the bare minimums, and you know it. They're coming in with the minimum, not even the bare minimum. They're coming in with the as of when they feel like it attitude, and you know it is because it's bugging you, and you ain't growing now. You going backwards because you're going to that dark place now because you starting to think, well, am I not worth it? Am I not this? Am I not that? And it's not even you. It's because they're putting in the 10% and expecting you to be happy with it, and you giving them the 100%, and you tired, and you shouldn't feel that way. So swerve those 10%ers. When you see somebody who's not, they're talking the most and doing less, or they advertise and marketing like no man's business, but you ain't really seen the product on the shelf, and you get a lot of maybes and a lot of probablys and a lot of we'll see. Those are 10% signs. Just swerve it, swerve it, swerve it until they come and meet you with the 100% that you're putting in. Swerve it. You don't even need to tell them that they're 10%. They're giving you 10%, and you're giving them 100% because they know what they're doing. And the only time they will, when you swerve them, you're basically telling them you know your worth and you know your value, and you ain't out here giving discounts like it's some sort of Black Friday sale. You ain't. Like, you out here being like, this is who I'm kind of a big deal here. Do you know who I am? So when you swerve them, they'll realize your worth, especially when they're not being made to feel the way you made them feel, especially when they encounter another business partner who's lazy, because it's laziness. That's what it is. It's laziness and it's blatant disregard for your feelings or your emotions. That's what it is. So when they find somebody who's matching their 10%, then they will turn around and be like, oh snap. And then when they try and put in the 100% and that person's still giving them the 10%, they'll be like, snap, that's what this person was saying before. That's why they bounced. And they may come around and start giving you that 100%. Or they may just disappear and go about their business. That's their problem. That's not your problem. And it's not your battle. So swerve those 10%ers. If they ain't meeting you at 100%, swerve. Don't even give them the 10% because you're not a 10%er, you're a 100% person. So don't even go to their level and give them the 10% that they're giving you because they won't learn. Just swerve. Swerve it. Move on. Let another 100%er come and meet you at your place. Let them meet you at your level. So anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Please leave a comment in the box below. Hit the like button, hit the share button, drop me a comment, and like I always say, live your life one step, one rep at a time. Think strong, be strong, and remember, impossible is nothing. Peace.